Hi, this is Brittany Herrera with CIT 336 and the pass by value, pass by reference presentation. There's a lot of information out there and lots of people do get confused on these two things. I'm not going to go over every word, but I just wanted to display it for you. If you see something you're interested in, you'll see a website at the bottom of the page, so you might want to grab a pen and paper, write it down if you want to get in some more detail. All right, for Wikipedia, the pass by value or call by value is the most common evaluation strategy used in most languages. Call by value is not a single evaluation strategy, but rather the family of evaluation strategies in which a function's argument is evaluated before being passed to the function. The pass by reference or call by reference is an evaluation strategy where a function receives an implicit reference to a variable used as an argument rather than a copy of its value. And this typically means that the function can modify the variable used as argument. So what do they mean and do? Pass by value, the argument values are affected only locally within the function, whereas pass by reference, the argument value is affected globally outside the function. Variables containing primitive types are passed by value, and variables containing objects are passed by reference. And that's by Code Experts and Stack Overflow. And here's some code. You'll see two functions there. The top function, pass by value, and the bottom is pass by reference, and the ampersand sign is how we change the things to pass by reference. That's important to note. From that code, here's the output. So there's the value of the variable at the top. Inside the function, that value changes to 2 and 3 because it's passed by value, but after executing the value, it returns back to the original 1 and 2. Below, but the pass by reference, that value in the function is 2 and 3, and then after executing the function, it still remains 2 and 3 because we changed that variable. And that's from Code Experts. This was a good explanation from Stack Overflow. If I want to share a web page with you, if I tell you the URL I'm passing by reference, and you can use that URL to see the same page, I can see if that page has changed. We both see the changes. If you delete the URL, all you're doing is destroying your reference to that page. You're not deleting the actual page. If I print out the page and give you the printout, I'm passing by value. Your page is disconnected, and any changes made you can't see. If you destroy that printout, you actually destroy your copy of the object, but the original web page remains intact. So I wanted another simple explanation. I was like, if your mom loves if you love your mom's cookies, your mom probably makes them a lot. And when she does that, she's passing the value of the cookie to you. When you eat the cookie, you're eating the cookie, but the recipe doesn't change. That's passed by value. If you love your mom's cookies, she might get tired of making the cookies, and she might give you a copy of the recipe, not the cookie itself. This is passed by reference. If you ruin the copy of the recipe, you don't destroy the cookie or the recipe, just your reference to the cookie. And I realize that people might use these things in a website if they were selling a product and they needed another product. They may want to pass the value of that other product into a function somehow. But they also might say, well, it's better to have our product and that product combined. So inside that function it'll change, and then outside the function it would change. So I can see how some people may use those two things separately. Here's another website, the tutorials point. So you can take this code here and put it in somewhere and run it to see the passing arguments by reference. And then here's another one from the tutorials point where you put that code in and you can run it and see the pass by value, or yeah. And in NetBeans, we used this input post and then sanitize string. And from our information, and here's another website. From our information, from going over these different websites, they're saying that's an example of where you would use pass by reference. So, and the points to remember, we've got the ampersand side that's used for points by pass by reference. We might use those for the post variables and sanitizing post variables. And then by default, functions are passed by value. Pass by value is used most of the time. And there's another good video that I watched, and so I wanted you to see it. It's pretty good. He goes through some code and how to change them so you can see the difference. But I enjoyed doing this presentation. Hopefully it helps clarify the differences. So thanks for viewing it, and let's all try to practice so we can get a better idea of it. Thanks so much for your time. Bye.